You're watching NautiStyles. What if I told you that you can get this practically brand new dealer demo yacht for the price of an affordable liveaboard? So today we're going to be checking out this very interesting opportunity. This is a 2022 Sealine C430, stands for coupe. It is practically a brand new yacht. It's been a dealer demo for a few years and it has like less than 50 hours in the engine. So let's check it out together and see what you can get for the price. And it would make a very interesting option for a Great Loop-capable boat. Let's start on a swim platform as usual.
It's a hydraulic swim platform. They started doing this maybe, I don't know, 5 years ago or something?
No, more than that.
Really?
Yeah, we've been doing this a long time, buddy.
So it's an integrated ladder. As soon as the platform goes down, it becomes a ladder. Once the platform comes up, it's just flush like that, which I really, really like. So then, what do you think? It's a good size, right?
Definitely.
So a good size also to carry a tender, at least a light tender. That would just sit right here. You have to install some shocks and your tender would sit right here. Behind me is a storage compartment right there, which is drainable, really good. That's the storage compartment for the swim ladder, which goes in right here. So you can have a traditional swim ladder, and then obviously when the platform is lowered into the water, you would use the staircase there to come out of the water.
Okay.
That's cool.
Exactly. So on this side, we do have pop-up lights on both sides. And then right in the middle, we've got a canyon grill and this is a cutting board, right? Sink right here with some cup holders, or yeah, I think it's a cup holders.
Also cup holders.
Yeah, however you want to use that.
What is this?
It looks like a board as well.
Is it an extra cutting board?
Yeah, it's a cutting board as well.
Okay, that's cool.
Interesting. Okay.
That's a really nice stern galley.
Agreed. All right, let's go up into our cockpit. Right here, we do have our transom shower.
Oh, it's a fancy shower. Look at this.
Oh yeah, wow, I've never seen one before like that.
With a mixing valve, so it's not just cold, you can have hot and cold. Also quick connect, fresh water hookup.
We do have a safety door right here, then we have an emergency pump behind that, and then our shore power inlet is right in there.
Yep.
Platform operation lift. This looks like a potentially an optional capstan.
It's also already molded in from manufacturing the boat for a winch there.
All right.
Wow,
so
this must be one of the biggest tables I've ever seen on a 43-footer.
Agua. What? Put in the comments if you guys watching any of the All-Over channels or Miami River channels. We're on the Miami River actually at the RMK shipyard, and
which is right next to us. That's where the super yachts are, here on the northern side. And then over there, I don't know if you can see it all the way behind this strange contraption we're going to talk about in a second, but over there is the southern part where the smaller vessels getting hauled out.
If you know nothing about cruising on the Miami or Lauderdale River, you definitely need to go do some Googling, because it is fascinating people watching. And it makes it for challenging filming here because we're dealing with a lot of music, but also a lot of twerking. So yes, it's a fun day on the water when you're on the Miami River for sure. Boat full of girls in the bikinis.
Yep, without music.
So this is a massive table. The reason it's this big, do you see that cushion right there that we kind of put away just to have space? Yeah, it's a huge cushion. This is a high-low table, and you can make a massive layout or a fantastic napping spot right here.
This L-shaped bench here is ginormous.
It's huge. You can easily have dinner or lunch here with 1, 2, 3, like 8 people. Just put some like poops right here, no problem.
Yeah.
They can tuck underneath.
Could even do like some folding director chairs or so on this side here.
Totally.
The only where we wouldn't be able to sit is over there where you're standing, like in the walkthrough there.
Another thing that I'm seeing, it is already outfitted with a couple of rails here.
Yeah, exactly, the canvas rails. You can just slide in the canvas and you can actually enclose the entire space here.
You can have a full enclosure, you can blast the air conditioning from inside and have the space cooled in this climate, or you can also put shade in, you know, the mesh, so you don't have to have the, you know, the soft enclosure, you can just do the mesh and create more shade as well. So, or it could be nice and warm here if you're gonna take it in a cooler climate like California or Pacific Northwest.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, by the way, before we continue on, you guys remember this boat here? If you haven't seen the tour of this boat,
QR code right here. Right here, QR code.
There. Okay, it will be a QR code. Just scan it and you can watch the tour of this Meridian 459.
Which is for sale.
It is for sale.
It's a really cool boat. All right, continue. So this is a asymmetrical layout. This is a bit skinnier, but you could still go forward. But now on our starboard side is how we're gonna make it our way forward.
Oh, it's also lower.
It's lower and a little bit wider, it feels like.
Yep.
So when you hear, look, it's really safe, nice walkway, but you still can tie the lines like you see over there. It makes it for a safe space. All right, so let's go forward.
But preferably you would use the starboard side to actually move forward and aft.
Agreed.
Oh, well,
so
big door here.
Big door, we'll see that on the interior. Let's go forward quick. Window of opportunity without crazy music blasting. Welcome to the bow. So I have a massive layout cushion right here. They added this seat here, which is so cool. I've never really seen that before. I've seen it like retrofitted, but not from the factory. So this is a really comfy sitting spot. And
you can remove
them. How cool
them.
is that? Yeah, absolutely. This just comes out and you have a normal anchoring situation here.
Exactly. So anchoring situation, we have the windlass right here, anchor in the center, and then, oh, this comes all together.
It's attached.
So then underneath, we do have, of course, our anchor locker, pretty good size actually.
Oh yeah, it's deeper than I thought it would be.
And then obviously you can get to it from either side. So here's another opening right here, and then obviously you have a safety rubber to attach it to the rail, and then we have a freshwater hookup right here as well. Quick connect. Shall we go back to the cockpit?
This is interesting as well. You've got a little step there.
Yeah, wonder what that's for.
I think it's to get to the anchor. In case you really need to do something with an anchor, you have a way of holding, adjusting, stepping. Because right now you would have to step on the anchor. That doesn't make it very safe.
Because you also have a safety pin right here.
Correct.
For the anchor.
Yeah.
So you can pull that out and then you would actually lower the anchor down. You can also take a little bit the pressure away of the windlass. Not a bad idea to do that actually.
I'm just cracking up at your t-shirt.
Oh.
Oh boy. All right, now that you turned around.
No. Now we're talking about my t-shirt.
Can we please spend...
This t-shirt is available in our shop actually.
God.
And a whole bunch of other funny, what do we call it, dad t-shirts?
I call it Rico style t-shirts.
All right, okay, so a whole bunch of other ones on the
if you want to look as ridiculous as Rico, you can buy this t-shirt on the shop. I'll put a QR code for you guys right here. Since we're already pointing that way, let's switch spot. This is super, super interesting, and it's very Miami. Since we're on the Miami subject, this is, if anybody can guess, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to throw it into the comments. What do you think this is? No, it's not a tennis court, but it's close. This is a floating pickleball court.
Wow.
Yeah, they actually tow this out into the bay, into the Biscayne Bay, put it there, and people come up with the boats and play pickleball. Can you please name me another city in the world that has something like that?
That is pretty cool.
So Miami.
That is pretty cool. I think it's almost finished, right? It looks like it.
Yeah, so there's one already out there. I think this is maybe the second one. But
oh, you think they're just getting attached to each other? Probably.
I don't know. There's definitely one floating over there by the seaplane terminal.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, we've seen that there are people playing. We've heard that pickleball is the fastest growing sport in at least in Americas.
North America, I think.
Yeah, so put in the comments, do you play pickleball, or do you, because I feel like it's either like pickleball is the best, or like what's wrong with you people who play pickleball? Which one are you? Put in the comments.
Yeah, I think so too. And then we have one large windshield here. We have skylights, which we're going to see from the interior as well. Radar, searchlight, VHF antenna, and the horn.
Okay, let's go back. There's a really important feature here in the cockpit that we have not showed you yet.
What is it?
Ready?
Ah. Oh wow, this whole thing opens.
Well, you get the idea. So this whole thing, this whole part of the roof opens, retracts all the way out here. So if you want to have amazing sunshine here on you, especially in places like California, you would absolutely love to have that because it's mostly chilly, just a few months that we get so hot on the water. But how awesome is that? And then you just put it out and you have this fantastic shade here.
Really cool.
Or if you want to do some stargazing, you're like, this is nice, but wouldn't it be nice to see the stars? You can do that.
If you have a little shower, you just close it right back up.
So while I have you there,
yeah,
let's check out what we've got here.
So we have a little bit of storage here, and then our fuel shutoff valves right down there, plus the fire suppression system manual release.
Now this brings us onto the interior. There is a large pop-up window right here, so we can open it up. That's why we have this bar here. There's a large sliding door right here. You can all opens up very nicely, so it creates this outdoor-indoor space. We will go check out that compartment right there.
At the end.
At the end. All right, before we show you guys the interior, just wanted to ask you to hit that like button, subscribe. If you're enjoying our content and would like to see more affordable yachts, hit that like button and subscribe and write us a couple of comments. When you ask us, what does it mean? How do we consider a boat to be affordable? It's really funny because a lot of brokers ask us that when we call them or just asking for to tour a boat. They go, how do you determine affordable? This is actually our criteria of how we determine an affordable yacht. If you cannot get a house on the water in the specific area the boat is in, to us that is affordable. If you can get an affordable living on the water for less than the price of a house, that's affordable. Welcome to the interior.
All right, so indoor-outdoor galley, kind of. I mean, not indoor-outdoor, but connection.
No, it is. It's definitely connected, and we have the grill back there, so you don't have to do any kind of grilling in this space. So it can all happen in the back of the boat, which is quite nice. Let's run through the galley somewhat quickly. We do have storage up here. We've got a 2-burner cooktop, our
fusion
stereo. We have storage.
Manatees.
Where?
Right here.
Hi! That was really cool.
Would have been cool if it came over, right?
I know. Back to the galley. All right, so we do have a microwave oven here. Look, there's a proof this boat is new.
Brand new.
Never been used. So then here, we do have another deep storage underneath.
Probably like pots and pans.
Correct. Then we do have our sink, dual sink. And right here is our trash storage, some more shelving, drawers right here. Here's your remote that you were looking for the anchor. 3 drawers. And then on this side, we do have our refrigeration.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
And that's not all. Right here, you have a little glove compartment space. And what's here?
We have our battery switches here for the service engine and generator battery bank, our remote control for the generator, and then above that, of course, air conditioning panel and the C-Zone yacht management system.
All right, keep going forward. Oh, what about all this? Anything interesting in there?
Well, you'll check.
Why me?
Did you do the galley tour?
No, but that's a floor tour. That's your part.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's deep storage, actually.
Yeah, that whole thing is storage. Oh, now you're participating. I
see. Wow,
see.
yeah, lots of storage.
That's great for provisioning. So if you're gonna go to the islands for the weekend or even a long week, you can totally do this. This is enough space to store some stuff.
Totally agree.
All right, keep going forward. First, I just want to point out
it's so bright here.
All of these, I almost need sunglasses. All of these are shade. So actually you can open it up and have this whole ceiling is glass, which is amazing. In the evenings, again, stargazing, I mean, you literally have like no ceiling, the whole boat. It's all glass, and then it opens really right cool. there. So that is pretty awesome. If you go to a remote, like let's say the Exumas, the stars are incredible. So cool. No,
look at the size of this window.
Yeah, so you might wonder what's going on here. Why did they leave this strange space here? There's a nice window, but it is kind of a dead space, and you're like, well, wouldn't it be nice maybe have some poofs? Thinking about actually, I would probably have 2 small poofs for the cockpit table. I can store them here, right, really as an extra seating. But there is a secret that this yacht carries. I probably need my assistant for this.
So this whole helm bench here can actually move.
Come on. Ta-da!
This is, wow, this really opens up the space.
How cool is that?
Right?
This is awesome. So it just gives it another seating area. Those poofs that I was talking about can go live over there. And yeah, you can socialize with this nice dinette. Sitting here easily for 5 people. This table is high-low, and it is your overflow bed. We do have a cushion that you guys will see in the owner suite. Goes on top, and it literally makes a really nice full-size bed.
Oh, no more.
You think it's queen?
That's a queen size. Once everything
cushions off, yeah, you're right. It's probably a queen size bed. So that is a very nice solution. Then, of course, we have that door that we can use to go quickly pop out, but we still have electric window right there, which opens and closes. There's a control right there. What's here? Oh, that's right. Hit that switch there. So there's no TV there because this yacht is new. It was a demo, so they waited to make sure you get the latest and greatest TV in there, so you can buy the, you know, brand new TV for yourself and put it in there. Quite nice. And how cool is this movie night with this full thing here set up? Oh, it would be so epic. Skylight behind there for one of our cabins we'll check out in a moment, and I think that brings us to the perfect tour of the Helm. Look how much space you have.
We have a Helm bench for 2 people. This is actually really cool here. Like it's so open if you flip that bench back. Then of course, like Victoria said, we do have the sliding door here on the starboard side, which gives you an easy opportunity to get out on the side deck and help with the lines when you're docking, for example. When you're short-handed, we have our helm wheel here. We have our VHF radio, start ignition buttons for the main engines, Volvo, Panther displays right here, autopilot display right here, multifunction, anchor, chain counter, windshield wiper, horn switch, and anchor remote, cup holder, compass, shift and throttle controls, joystick for the IPS drive, and then we have the C-zone control panel here and our trim tab control, 2 Raymarine multifunction chart plotters right here, big storage compartment. Oh no, it's not a storage compartment. It's actually skylight on this side.
Yeah, we're gonna see it in a moment. Hey, do you remember you used to captain a Sealine? You guys did some long crossing.
We bought a Sealine, a T52 or T51.
It wasn't also part of your yacht management.
Yeah, exactly. From LA down to Puerto Vallarta.
Ah, wow,
yeah.
That's right. I remember I was helping you guys provision and set up your whole galley, and then you guys
That was a good trip.
That was a heck of a trip. It's not something you would think you can do with that boat, but you guys did it.
We did it. We did like a really slow trawling speed. We took fuel for the first time down in Cabo.
Yeah.
So yeah, it worked out pretty well.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What's 1,000 miles?
Almost 1,000 miles, yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
That's pretty efficient.
Just gotta go slow.
All right, let's go check out the cabins.
Okay.
All right, this is gonna be super interesting. All right, all the way forward. This yacht is 2 cabin, 2 head layout, but it also comes in a 3 cabin layout. This specific model, they checked off a lot of kind of expensive feature option boxes, but there's a sister ship available, which is like $200,000 less. If you guys are interested in something even more affordable, check out, we'll put the listing in the description underneath the video, or maybe right here. So anyway, so this is our forward cabin.
And it looks like we have...
How big is this bed?
We can slide the beds apart.
Oh, cool.
You see?
Oh, I love that. Very cool. We have drawers underneath. This could be 2 beds, so they kind of go like that a little bit.
I mean, right now it's almost a king.
King, yeah, this way for sure. And then we do have some storage on outboards there. There's some exposed storage right there. You do have a window forward that we saw. There is a hatch, openable escape hatch right above, which is what Rico was trying to tell me when we saw that big cushion. So he was right. It's right there. And then we have our hanging locker, a drawer, and some more on both sides. Right here, we have one as well.
And then over here, we have a fusion control unit. So we do have speakers here. I don't know where the speakers are.
Openable portholes on both sides to create some ventilation. And then walking into our ensuite, we do have a larger openable porthole there, storage underneath, and drawers. Look, you could tell, new boat, never been used before. Of course, our head. a good one-person shower right here. Oop, my head. Let's go show you the owner suite.
And I did find the speakers. They're actually nicely hidden right there. So it's probably going to sound pretty nice in here.
So walking into our owner suite.
Yeah.
And walking out of our owner suite.
What? How'd you do that?
It is not something you see all the time.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Pretty cool. Go that way first.
I'm gonna go this way. Okay.
Hi.
Wow.
Welcome to our owner suite. So this could be a 2-cabin version right here. 2-cabin setup, so 3-cabin version. So this could be a wall right here. They will have just a single bed, and then the other side a single bed.
I see.
Then we do open that up. Hanging locker with some shelves.
Yeah.
All of those look like some kind of storage compartments. Nice.
Yep.
What's there?
Lots of storage, actually.
So they did play with the ceilings here to try to give you some headroom. If you're here, you do have a decent amount of headroom here when you're sitting down. There's just an extra storage right here and pretty big windows. This is the cushion that I was talking about for the dinette to create that extra overflow. And this is a king-size bed.
It's a European king.
It's big.
Yeah.
There's still a settee there, what looks like storage underneath. And even a little table, and again, the ceiling there is completely different too. Let me go that way.
Yeah.
Check this out. You can totally use this as a little home office if you need to do some work or getting ready, makeup space right here. The reason that you have that second door is because they have that dual cabin option, but what it does is it lets you use your side. You don't have to be in each other's way. It's very, very nice. And
so you still have a closet on your side too?
Correct. We do have one here, hanging locker.
Got it.
And then we do have an ensuite right here. So that's the door that I spooked you out of.
Yeah.
We do have an ensuite with a good one-person shower. Check this out. Not bad.
Yeah.
And
really
it
bright.
Also serves, go to that door, as a day head.
I see.
So it is definitely a clever layout. They didn't have a lot of space to work with, and they did a pretty interesting job on how they resolved it.
Yeah.
Okay, should we show you the engine room?
Yes.
Let's do it. Boom!
All right. Welcome to the engine room. This is actually a really comfortable engine room. I'm very impressed right now. Lots of space to go around the engine, to work around the engine. Very compact setup. We have the D6 IPS 600s installed on this vessel here. Got our sea strainer right there, water heater over there. Fisher Panda generator sitting right there on the port outboard side. The port IPS drive moving over here. Got the starboard IPS drive, our Victron battery chargers, insulation transformers, breaker panels right there. Then we have another inverter charger combo unit here. Got our air condition, circulation pump or seawater pump. More electrical equipment right there. And then looking over here, we have our fire suppression system. Then we have our sea strainers right here, air condition manifold, sump pump right there, some batteries, looks like the starter batteries potentially. And we got some house batteries, which are sitting right underneath here where I'm standing. Freshwater pumps over there, Fisher Panda brain, fuel filters, primary fuel filters right there. Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward engine room. Engine room ventilation, we got 3 fans right here, and everything is very easily accessible. That's a hydraulic unit for the swim platform right in the center there. Very convenient. That's already it on the engine room of the C430.
Alrighty, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this tour. Consider joining us on the Patreon if you're interested in spending a little bit more time with us, some exclusive content, learning more about what's going on with our build. I'll put it right here if you want to just scan the QR code and consider joining us. We have a really cool community out there. We'll see you in the next one. Ciao!
It would make a fantastic Great Loop-capable boat.
Can you
Oh
just,
my God.
Come on. And it would make a great loop.
Yeah. Welcome to the club. Here's going to be I think right here or right here.
QR code right here.
Okay.
All right, perfect.